Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce.
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... how's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done.
Done? Okay. Alright, let's get back in the Animus.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun?
Connor!
All these things
Spare
I
a
must
moment.
determine. Of course, for only by knowing my
Have a
enemy
look.
can I hope to stop them. What is it?
Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yun to...
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo,
Yes,
Barely
my
recognized
friend.
him.
what brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now,
What do you mean? What has happened?
men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He is called William Johnson,
Where is Johnson now?
in Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help.
Yeah.
What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Yes, he could have. Easy. I gotta check in on those naval missions.
Connor, it has occurred to me that the times we live in will be looked upon by future generations with a certain degree of scrutiny, no matter the outcome. With that in mind, I think it valuable to record the goings-on around the homestead. A true log of how people lived during this time of transition. Something to help color the portrait. What do you think?
When I find a moment, I will try.
Very good.
Let's see if our man can fly. Please help me!
There we go.
Someone pull me up! Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I think so. Didn't do much to me aside from a good scare. Blackguards.
What did they want with you?
My purse, which was meager, and they decided to punish me for their trouble. Silly, really. My tools and equipment were worth a king's share to the right man. In any case, I had best get on my way. It's a long walk to the nearest inn. I thank you again for your kindness.
Have you no home?
Oh, well, I was a proud resident of Boston until recently, but I'm not a supporter of His Majesty, and, well, I was forced out of my woodshop and home by loyalists.
There are plenty around here who could use the services of a skilled craftsman if you were looking for somewhere to settle.
Is that right? I may look into that.
And that flourish at the end. They're just recruiting people.
Bloody hell! Can you help me?
Yes, I can.
Are you all right?
What do you think?
How did this happen?
Poachers in the woods. I asked them to leave. This was their answer.
Come on. We need to get that arm looked at.
What if the men who did this?
They can wait. Your wound cannot. You be able to make it to the house?
Yes. I think the ball took only flesh.
And what is your name?
Miriam.
Do you live nearby?
I don't have a home per se. I took to the frontier when I was a young girl. I've made my life out here ever since. Living where the land makes it easiest.
Not a common choice for a woman of the colonies.
No, it's not. But truth be told, it was this, the convent or the brothels. I prefer the open air.
Good choice. Good choice.
Kana, what are you doing?
Those poachers need to be stopped.
Saw the scabs from my hunting blind. Get to that, and you shouldn't have any trouble finding them.
Use the rope dart if you can. Get familiar with it.
Okay. I do remember that one. A tree nearby. Kind of a clearing. If I can use it. Unfortunate. I really do like the animation. Oh, they have more armor. I thought maybe just because I didn't surprise attack them.
William Johnson's opening up some of that Mohawk land he purchased for free hunting soon. Might be we make a good haul up there.
I hear tell lumbering will be allowed to boot.
What does he want with the territory if not the game and timber?
Don't know. Don't much care neither. Beats skulking around these woods. Something don't feel right.
Feeling a bit guilty on account of that woman you put a hole in?
Nah.
Not even sure what what I did to him. Here, no worry. 2 guys, 1 tree. Yeah, a little fitting. Let's see how they like it.
Hey! Where are you, fellas? Shooting strangers in the forest, is that common hunting practice where you come from? No. Spare me. Go. Tell the friends you have left what happened here.
Yeah. I guess the entire group would be a massacre. And only one left is to be a message.
Thank you, Achilles.
You are most welcome.
Why did those men attack you?
It's no secret this land is full with game. I spotted the trespassers en route to request permission to hunt here myself, and suggested they do the same.
The bounty of the forest is not mine to give. It is your right to hunt on this land, but I would appreciate you trading your surplus with the others.
Very well. I accept.
Models.
Intruder! Take him!
Hey, I made it. I didn't actually think I would actually have actually get in there. Well, that'd become a huge fight. Now, come on. Okay. That's become real ridiculous.
Missed me.
I wasn't the fortress captain. One, two. How many arrows is it gonna take? Three arrows. No, it already left. Yeah, I finally gotta get back in there. Alright. Yeah then. I already fought through here once. Not fighting through here again. Let's see which flag's going up. Does it make sense in this point of the story? I guess. I did kind of get recruited. Okay.
If you've a delicate problem,
I sympathize with your frustrations, gentlemen. But surely you can understand my reluctance to kick the hornet's nest.
Let's kick it.
Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
Would you excuse us, fellows? Thank you. That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
Of course. I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along? Ah, it's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though your condition is equal to that of the slaves. It is not.
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops, or to my friend whose store was closed because he displeased the crown. The people here are no freer than Surrey.
You offer excuses instead of solutions. All people should be equal. and not in turns.
It's in turns, or not at all. We must compromise, Connor, however
Compromise the first problem.
It's my home, no matter what you thieves called taxmen say. If the gums in Parliament who want to take my property, you tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves.
It's not open for discussion now. Open this door or these men will break it down. Ah!
Ah, bollocks, we're coming in.
I trust the mounting evidence is proof enough, Connor.
Continue on. I shall meet you at our destination.
Is that all you have? I could use some support. Is that all you have? I could use some support. Is that all you have? I could use some support. Come on, you lobsterbacks! Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more.
You all right?
I'm fine. It's not my first dance. For all their teeth and claws, these little foxes, they fight like puppies. Thank you, my friend. I'd buy you an ale, but I'm expected somewhere else.
Not as sounds brutal as it was back then.
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest shipments of British tea. The eyes of the city are upon that stage.
A Bostonian without his tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships. One of his men tried to sell me this. A sample of what I refused. But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it. Where is he now? I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers. I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may know the play.
And I may be the actor.
Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need it.
Pardon me.
Oh, come on, mate.
Got to pave the road. Come on, you can do better than that. Let me just... Oh, I missed the counterattack. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm supposed to do. Yep. I can never tell when he's going to kill animation.
Even now, thousands of pounds of tea.
Might not be going well. I mean, will you believe me? Why is there always somebody? At first it was funny, now it's just getting annoying. I got one of those. Jason actually know how to trigger that. So maybe I got that again.
Assistance to the killer!
The people. They didn't even see me. They're infinite redcoats. I have played. Last time I played, I was able to paint a street with them. And I mean, from looking down the street, all you could see was red. Actually, he shouldn't. Yeah. I was gonna say he should actually be doing two of them. down. It's definitely. Oh. I did kind of forget about that one.
The killer stalks these same streets as you, your friends, your children. He must have walked at once before he can kill again.
Yeah. In this one, you don't even have to find a path up. It'll find the path for you.
Our city because of one lunatic.
Oh wait, I might be able to get this one.
Misuse us. Let us work together and end his reign. The choice is simple: rewards for any assistance in capturing this rogue, or summary execution for aiding him.
Ah.
Criminal flourishing is prompting a citywide plan.
Yeah, now I'm in the meeting.
There is news of revolt in Egypt.
Beautiful.
Ottoman loyalists have risen up and dispatched Ali Bey, the self-proclaimed Mamluk Sultan. At present,
You're not allowed enough. This foul killer cannot be tolerated.
Stefan, what is wrong? Where's Sam Adams?
Who cares? I've been robbed! Oh, vont me le payer, ces scélérats de merde!
Nah.
Where are you going?
To get back what's rightfully mine. Oh! Regardez! Some pathetic redcoats waiting for a beating! I will match your face to your jacket, crapule!
Okay. I was wondering if I had to go from the
Coquins
barrel.
me prennent mon père au Canada et voilà qu'ils me ravissent ma propriété ici. Il suffit.
Yeah, he did say Canada.
We are not English! We are not the king's men! We are free! But the king sends these red coats to push us around! They are not our masters! This is our city! Let's show them who owns it! It's time to fight!
Stefan, please! Stop and listen to me!
I've listened for long enough! They come into my home and take my things? I will get my revenge. The man responsible for this will pay. His friends will pay. Voilà trop longtemps que je subis ces affronts. Ils vont goûter de mon courroux. You looking for a fight, Englishman?
Oh, we got this one. These are the hardest to take down. That's pretty the same.
L'Anglois croise mon chemin. Ils me volent ma maison, ils m'obligent à fuir mon pays, et les voici qui veulent s'approprier ma nouvelle demeure.
And we can't let that happen.
There is a way to fight injustice, but this is not it.
I mean, it's working pretty well.
I will match your fate!
Am I taking the satisfaction out of it?
Destroyed? You stupid mongrel! I suppose you want me to tell Johnson his tea just spontaneously combusted? Nonsense! Someone's responsible for this, and you will find out who. And if you can't, I'll gut you and find a smarter mongrel who can.
What do we do? Create a window.
That's great. In combat. Heaven.
Well, take them all.
Oh, bloody hell are you? Why? You have no right to rob people blind. By decree of the British Parliament or not. British Parliament? I work for William Johnson. Johnson?
End his suffering cleanly.
Please.
The people seem to have an ear for you. What are the things you lost?
The people listen to me only because I spoke the truth loud enough, which is worth 1,000 times the content of my footlocker. And English, they can keep my things.
You did well tonight.
I said I'd buy you an ale when you first helped me. In place of drink, I offer you my allegiance. For what it's worth.
Your aid is welcome, and I am grateful. Now, I need to find Sam Adams.
Yeah. Actually recruits in this one.
Stefan, how was your ale?
Peace, but it gets the job done. My father would be disgusted, but after a day's work with you, a man needs to unwind. I would prefer a nice bottle of wine, but these colonies lack refinement.
Your father?
Mon père. He was a great man. A cook in the French army during the 7 Years' War. He marched all across the White North, feeding Louis-Joseph de Montcalm and his officers, cooking them feasts from sticks and berries. When the commander-in-chief opted for open conflict over manning the battlements of Quebec, every man was called to arms, including my father. He died on the field. But I'm told he fought ferociously. It matters little. He's gone now.
He would be proud of you.
This is my one hope. That he smiles upon the choices I've made. Connor, do you have time to sit?
I do.
Good. I have been meaning to ask you. How did you come to all this?
I did not ask for it, but I feel it was meant to happen. I was just a boy when I met Achilles. He made me a warrior.
That easy. I miss the kitchen, if you can believe it. I had more control in that world than I ever will in the one we inhabit. But more people get to taste the fruit of my labor in this line of work, and for that, I am satisfied.
We may change things yet, if we press on.
Frenchmen from the north never grow weary. Just ask the women.
Notice is hereby given
I hear they've resolved to send the
There's
three
more
ships
stories
back.
in.
Cargo and all.
Aye, but Governor Hutchison
What happens now?
We wait for the signal.
What signal?
This meeting can do nothing further to save the country.
That one.
Evening, gentlemen. Shall we be off?
No.
What's the matter?
I have spent today drawn from one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it. Before I go any further, I would like to know exactly what it is you intend.
Of course. First, we make our way to Nathaniel Bradley's house to fetch the rest of our little group. Then it's on to Griffin's Wharf, where we board the ships and dump the tea. Simple as that.
Simple seems a bit charitable.
Cheer up, Connor. For tonight, we are all victors. The Sons of Liberty get to send a message to England, and you rob William Johnson of his financing. Your village will be saved. I've an idea. Why don't you lead the way? That should keep us out of any further trouble. Am I right? Damn it, more guards.
We need to turn the crowd's anger to our advantage.
Say the word, Connor, and I will make it so.
Okay. There'll be a riot soon. Yeah, I didn't know about that. We really have assassinate. Yeah, it's a fun doing it. Hold on, let's set the shot. Yeah. Easy. My turn. And back and drink. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You take your punishment. The animation was a little off.
We need to keep those bastards at bay while the tea's being dumped.
Let me help. I'm yours to command.
That's nice. also doesn't make anything clear. It's like, okay, can they all see you before you get on the boat? A lot of the answers is yes. Okay, and finally it's just the tea. Yeah, I should stop doing that. Done.
We've done it!
Yeah.
Gunnar? We saved the last one for you. Best we get out of here.
Rather than not notorious after that. I was just thinking about, does he actually have a powder horn? I don't see one. Method, Boston.
To what do I owe this great honor, Captain?
The letters you speak of, what are they?
Oh, now you want to know. Captain Kidd's letters, boy. He hid a great treasure somewheres and sent letters to 4 of his crewmen along with a strange piece of leather. If you find the men, you'll find the scallywag. It's that easy, 'tis.
May I see them?
You might be a captain, but you're not too bright, are you? I'll barter with them. You give me some trinkets I like, and I'll give you a letter. Building my own treasure cache, see?
Trinkets? Like what? Where?
Use your imagination, Captain. There's interesting swag all over the frontier.
Yeah.
What you got for me? Ah, you brought me some good pieces. That's worth a letter to be sure. Here you go, Captain.
I will be back for the rest.
Yes.
It is done.
Johnson is dead?
No. He retreated when we destroyed the tea.
Only to hatch some new scheme, I'm sure. You should have killed him.
There was no need.
Time will tell if you speak the truth.
Radun Hagedum! Radun Hagedum!
Ganondokon, why are you here? Has something happened?
William Johnson has returned with all the money required to buy our land. He meets with the elders as we speak. I have begged him to resist, but I fear he shall have his way unless you intervene.
How is this possible? We destroyed the tea.
The Templars are nothing if not resourceful. You should have heeded my warning.
Please, you have to stop him.
Of course. Can you tell me where they're meeting?
I mean, there's nothing a knife can't solve. me see.
Izzy not gonna daradit ganusade ne Johnsons yun jat der rocksta. Gwahigan si what ne ganun haradum hagedum.
Da gwa der hardat gwa ganto.
I guess after you use blood. I didn't think about that. That could be leak to death. Yeah. Carry some extra shot, don't you? Yeah, you always do. Thanks, buddy.
We are not your brothers.
You seek land, true enough. Land that is not yours nor any person's.
I only wish to do the same. There are those who betray and manipulate. Take the land by force.
We are all too aware of the expeditions your people send against us.
What do you mean, my people? We are all one. We should act as such.
How? By signing our lands over to you? Then we'll be as one in your debt forever?
Sir William may have a point. What hope have we against their black powder and iron?
The spirits will guide us, as they always have.
Did they not guide us here?
Yes, that we might unmask the great betrayer.
This is a mistake. We should sign.
Peace.
peace. Have I not always been an advocate? Have I not always sought to protect you from harm?
If you wish to protect us, then give us arms, muskets and horses that we might defend ourselves.
War is not the answer.
We remember, Stanwix. We remember you moved the borders. Even today your men dig up the land, showing no regard for those who live upon it. Your words are honeyed, but false. We are not here to negotiate, nor to sell. We are here to tell you and yours to leave these lands.
So be it. I offered you an olive branch, and you knocked it from my hand. Perhaps you'll respond better to the sword.
Are you threatening us?
Yes. Ah! Oh no. What have you done?
Ensured an end to your schemes. You sought to claim these lands for the Templars.
Aye, that we might protect them. Do you think that good King George lies awake at night, hoping that no harm comes to his native subjects? Or that the people of the city care one whit about them? Oh, sure. The colonists are happy to trade when they need food or shelter, or a bit of extra padding for their armies. But when the walls of the city constrict, when there's crops that need soil, when there's no more enemy to fight, we'll see how kind the people are then.
The colonists have no quarrel with the Iroquois.
Not yet, but they will. 'Tis the way of the world. In time, they'll turn. I could have stopped it. I could have saved you all.
You speak of salvation, but you were killing them.
Aye, because they would not listen. And so, it seems, neither will you.
McBagged arguments.
Ayawas ne yate hagum sare am dahyayu meskanas izagum haje.
Jeffrey. You're getting in the way of my swan dive. No. No. Thank you, man. Oh yeah, I forgot I missed something.
William Johnson is dead, and with him, the Templar plot to steal the land of my people. But in ending this threat, I have revealed another. On his body was a letter addressed to John Pitcairn containing orders to root out and destroy Patriot weapons and supplies. Should he succeed in this, the colonists will be unable to maintain their resistance, and the Templars will surely take control. So long as Pitcairn lives, the danger remains. I need to find him. He needs to die. I thought it might bring clarity or instill a sense of accomplishment, but all I feel is regret.
Hold fast to that. Such sacrifices must never come lightly.
I had to do it. Not only for my people, but for all the others Johnson would have harmed.
It's a start. But to truly be free of Templar influence, all of them must be dealt with in turn. Even your father.
I know.
You speak the words, but do you believe them? Seems we've company.
What is it?
A request for aid from Paul Revere. Seems the Redcoats are up to something in Boston. Guess you made an impression on the Sons of Liberty.
They mistake me for one of their own. Please tell Mr. Revere he has my sympathies, but I cannot help at present.
You might wish to reconsider. John Pitcairn is mentioned by name.
Where am I to go?
Mr. Revere's house in Boston. If you'd like, I can...